What's cracking? I am Jay Wilton, and I'm at the University of Michigan. And I'm a big part of Propeller Collective. Well, I like to think of myself as a big part, or I will be. So this information is to definitely tell you, the viewer, who I am very happy that you are viewing this video right now, about Propeller Collective. As you may know by this point, Propeller Collective is a collective of first-generation students and just like people who can really relate to it, that are really there to help us and help you just have a great time and like get through college.
I think it means you're kind of like paving your own path without the help of other people necessarily like supporting you. I think it's a lot more of like making your own decisions than some people have. And it takes a lot of willpower because you're not being told like this is the right thing to do or this is the wrong thing to do, and you're kind of like, it's kind of like trial and error more than anything.
Finding a sense of belonging. I think a lot of things that I personally did here at the school was just like compare myself to others, and I think it'd be a dangerous path to take, because you can constantly find people who are doing great in classes or other things, and I think that if you were to like compare yourself to every other person in the world, you'd like, I don't know, lose sight of what you're good at and maybe just be overwhelmed by everything that's going on around you.
For me, it was more about building confidence, that I did belong here, you know. I don't know, for me, this sounds so repetitive, but I felt like I had to prove myself to others, and Propeller Collective has, you know, being around other first-year students has allowed me to realize that just because we don't have the same connections and professional development as everyone else, you know, those are skills that we can build over time, and Propeller Collective has helped me do that.
The people and the community.
The people in Propeller, because everyone's so nice.
The people, I think, you know, when you're at a big university, it can be, you're always running into different people. So it's nice having someone on campus that, you know, you see out, like, you can see from time to time, and, you know, you recognize each other as first-gen students.
I want to help other first gens because I want to know that there's like a brighter future ahead for first gens. I want to know that there's like a willingness for people to like reach out and help. Like if I didn't receive help, then I don't know where I would be right now. So if that's the idea that's going to get me somewhere, then I want to help spread that idea and help those first gens who are coming in get that same help and better in the future, which I think is something that is like doesn't exist in a lot of places, but I'm glad it exists here and it exists for me. So to help expand that is a huge thing.
Definitely just, I guess, keep trying and working hard. You know, I think one thing about first gen students is they're all very hard workers, they're very resilient, and they come from hardworking backgrounds. I think that, you know, if you keep with it and kind of like carve your own path, that you can succeed, and a lot of times it always helps to have that community that backs you, and whether you choose to make that community your first gen community or some other type of organization, it's very important to have people you can rely on.
So being a first generation student, a big thing that helped get me through was just finding communities. And that seems cliche, that seems like I'm really trying to sell you on Propeller Collective. I am, but I'm not. It's like, honestly, like, being a first generation student, you really want to find your communities, whether that's a church, whether that's club sports, whether that's going down to the Michigan football games with some friends, because those are phenomenal, or like finding first generation communities that like you could honestly get through it with. All of these together really have helped me as a first generation student, and that's really the biggest piece of advice that I could really offer.